view here in my kitchen. And of course, I already planted our garden. I should say, it's gonna be, because it's late in the season and because I'm now growing in a cooler climate, so obviously it's gonna be different. And instead of having a garden, I'm having a big patio and a balcony, and I'm gonna grow there. So, but don't feel sorry for me, because I honestly love challenges to grow in different places. And I have grown on patios, I've grown in small gardens, I've grown in rented gardens, I have grown in a lot of different places. So I find this really, really fun. But anyway, so one of the first things that we started growing were herbs. Herbs are by far one of my favorite things to grow, and usually the first thing I grow when I move to a new garden. And we had just moved to Sweden, and we actually we have a big patio, we don't have a garden. We have an inner yard where we can grow with the neighbors, but my backyard now is a patio. So the first thing, and we've only been here for 2 weeks, the first thing that I planted were herbs. I believe that herbs are so versatile, and they're so healthy, and they smell so good, and they're fairly easy to grow. And herbs is one of those plants, especially when it comes to growing food, that are easier to grow in pots than to grow it in a garden. Because some of the herbs, especially when we're talking about mint or sage or oregano, they can be very invasive, so they can take over the garden. And so I have mint growing in my old house for 17 years from a little mint plant that I got, and everyone warned me, do not plant it in the garden. I did, and it took over the whole yard. So anyway, if you are cooking on a budget or even gardening on a budget, I would say that herbs is a good one, because, you know, seriously, just one little bag of seeds costs like $1 or so, and all you need is some pot with some good soil, some compost. I have compost tea in this one, and that's all you need to grow some herbs. And herbs you can like harvest, and they will keep on growing, which is really, really great. And if you're cooking on a budget, I would say that invest in some herbs to grow either on your windowsill or on your patio or even in your garden, in some pots. It can really take your food from A to Z, because it adds some nice flavor. Herbs are very, very healthy as well. And what's the best part about if you're growing them in pots is that if you live in a colder climate, you can bring them in the fall and put them in the windowsill. So herbs is one of the things that even if you don't have a garden, you can still grow food. And I don't know if you have noticed that I have launched my gardening course, which is how to turn your backyard into a food pantry, which also works with your patio or even your kitchen windowsill. I have a whole chapter on what you can grow indoors. And also, if you buy my course right now, you actually get a free Zoom call with me, consultation call. So you don't want to miss out on that one. Anyway, let's talk about herbs. Basil. Just smelling basil makes me happy. But we cook a lot of things with tomatoes. So obviously I make tomato sauce. So, and because I grow tomatoes, well, basil is one of the main ingredients that I like to add at the end when I have cooked the tomato sauce. But basil definitely makes me very happy. And also I like to use capresas, vegan capresas. Like traditional capresas are made with tomatoes and mozzarella and basil. I make them with tomatoes and tofu and basil instead. Simple summer salad that I love to do. But anyway, basil, I can never have enough basil. And mint. Let's talk about the humble mint. This is my mint. I wish you can smell it. It smells so good. It's not too bad shabby for 2 weeks, huh? Okay, so mint, I think most people think when they hear mint, they think of mint tea. And I happen to like mint tea. But mint can actually be added to salads. It can be added to quinoa, it can be added to mint, it can be added to sweet, savory. It can be drinking like it is, so it can be added to a lemonade. There's so many different ways. And mint comes with more benefit than just that, you know, it's help you if you have tummy ache. It actually does help with digestion. It's happened to be one of my kids' favorite herbs. But also, it's actually very calming. And for me, just smelling mint makes me calm. So I think it is an herb that is like, it's worth to invest. And it will grow. It's pretty prolific. My favorite thing to do with mint. Okay, well, I'm going to show you. I love making, especially now in the summer when it's hot, this is vitamin water, or it's like just simply infused water. But these are great to make up and put it in the fridge, and the kids can grab them. They're so yummy and healthy because it comes with, you know, I put in lemon juice, a strawberry or mint or any other herbs. So I'm just going to take an empty one. I'm going to put in some lemon like these. I make it into smaller pieces, and it's super simple. And the longer they stay in the fridge, obviously not for weeks and weeks, I'm talking for days here, it will get like nice and cool and it will infuse. And I'm gonna put in also some strawberries because I like strawberries in my water. This is just great to grab as a fun, healthy drink to have when it gets really, really hot to cool off. You're gonna put this in the fridge. Super easy, super cheap, 0 waste, vitamin water. I also want to say that herbs can also be used for cleaning. So this is my vinegar. I put in some lemon peels, but also some lavender from my garden. I have my lavender here behind me. So anyway, these are my tips. I hope you like it. Bye.